Be another energy reading for December of 2025. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current energy. This may turn out to be a love reading. King of Swords, Justice reverse, Judgment reverse, King of Cups, Scorpio energy, Page of Swords reverse, the Hierophant, the Four of Wands reverse, the Empress reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Okay, so from the looks of it, somebody is this is a weird energy right here. Sound like to me somebody is going to apologize for a lot of manipulation and something being manipulated with a case. Something about an injustice here. Like this is not going to be able to be held against somebody. Somebody's way too powerful. It's kind of something to do with a Scorpio, Taurus, Libra. Libra energy, very heavily Scorpio, Taurus energy with the major arcanas. There's something coming out about how some allegations with the Three of Swords reverse had how someone wasn't doing anything to harm somebody. Someone's protected from that, from any type of false allegations or any unfairness. Someone's being seen to be manipulating the situation. So someone's being seen to be manipulating the situation for a long time. And I'm getting at it's not really somebody from your past that has been manipulating something, believe it or not. This person could have been involved with the Three of Swords reverse, but I'm getting at this. It's going back off on somebody else that's been manipulating something. And somebody may want to apologize to you because you being slandered. This individual being forced into slandering you because it was other people that was controlling them. So somebody has uncovered the truth here about how you got an ex of yours with the Three of Swords reverse that forced them into slandering you and to doing things that they're not too proud of with the Page of Swords reverse. And therefore, this could be going back off on these individuals for doing that to them. What it looks like, because everything's coming out about your character that you was misjudged with a judgment reverse. And somebody's been manipulating this individual for a long time with the Two of Swords reverse. These individuals have to understand that this person has a lot of power to speak up for themselves as I say that, hey, they can't be doing that. That's misinformation. And I'm getting that may be what's happening. But it's like, no, these individuals are keep on trying to drag something out with manipulation. Dude, this ain't gonna work because there's a higher power involved. There's a Hierophant upright again. So there's something very significant about the Hierophant, a higher up entity somewheres that is gonna be able to block something in regards to misinformation. There's something coming out about how you're not a stalker. You're not somebody that's a harmful person. And this is something that you were slandered about with the Page of Sword diverse. You were slandered that someone may want to give you an apology. Whoever's been manipulating this situation, bro, is being seen. And someone may want to apologize to you because of the manipulation. Because of them also being manipulated into doing that to you. Bro, these individuals really this screwed up in this energy. This is more powerful than all this right here. Look at that. The Hierophant upright is all about there's an order there. All this individual got to do is as to speak up for themselves. These individuals hold no power over anything because of this person that they was trying to manipulate. It's coming out again. What's this situation about that's coming through my cards? What is this that's being seen through? These individuals are still trying to force something on the innocent person, bro. Still trying to force something on the innocent person with an unlawful judgment. What is this that's being seen? A premeditated plan? Six of Wands, you being seen for who you are, and that's what's protecting you. Somebody trying to control you, bro. The devil, they're still trying to get in your fucking way and trying to control you. Ten of Pentacles reverse. This extortionist is being seen. There's an extortionist and an embezzler that's being seen for what they are. That's relentlessly trying to control a situation. Yeah, the moon card. The fuck out of here. The same cards are coming up again. The same cards are coming up again with the Seven of Swords and the Moon card. Ten of Swords. Bro, the same energy is coming up again. The same exact combination of my cards is coming up again. Four of Cups. The Chariot reverse and the Two of Swords. The same energies are coming out again. This cult will not leave this individual alone, bro. Like the same combinations are coming out. The same cards are coming out. You're being seen to be betrayed by an extortionist, and you're being seen to be stolen from two of the Six of Pentacles reverse. Money stolen from you, and these individuals relentlessly trying to get your fuck away. You're gonna be removed out the energy. I promise you that. You're going to be removed out the energy. You ain't controlling nothing. The devil card reverse. You ain't controlling nothing. Fed's about to roll in and jerk these individuals out the energy. Watch, watch. I'm telling you, they don't want to stop trying to force a situation and trying to control somebody. Watch. You about to get it, bro. I was just about to ask my cards, does the feds know what this individual is trying to do to get in this individual's way? Does the FBI know about a satanic cult or a satanic person trying to force their position of authority on this individual to block them and to continuously keep on trying to hold them back with lies and keep on stealing from them? Do they know about that? Do they have any physical evidence to prove that? King of Swords. Yeah, they do know about it. Two of Swords reverse, they know about it. They see these individuals for what they are. They're egotistical. They're not happy about this at all either. A Leo and a Sagittarius in reverse, they're being seen as manipulators. Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords reverse. Look at that, the devil. There it is, bro. I'm telling you. Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Three of Pentacles reverse, the Page of Wands, and the World card. This cycle's gonna close whether they like it or not. They do see these individuals for who they are. They're evil. They're evil and they're manipulators, and they're trying to manipulate something continuously to try to hold somebody back. So they definitely see them for who they are. And look like to me, there's a lot of crimes uncovered with these people too. Capricorn, Leo, and Sagittarius energy heavily. That's the main three that may be looked into right now for doing something. They have no defense. They have no defense. This is not going to work in their favor. They're being seen as exactly who they are. Look at that. Magician coming up in reverse again. Manipulators, trying to control things, trying to knock a situation off balance, doing a lot of toxic things with a lot of manipulation, and they're also involved in the dark arts. They know all about it, bro. They know all about it with the Two of Swords reverse. They know all about it. They got plenty of confirmations with the Page of Wands. Plenty of confirmation to close the cycle out. So I'm getting that they could be the ones wrapping the cycle up. It's gonna have to take for their intervention to happen. Because these individuals will not leave this person alone, bro. All right, so there's a lot of crimes uncovered here with these individuals and doing a lot of shady things to manipulate the situation. So yes, they do know. They have plenty of confirmations that yes, they do know what they're doing, and there's crimes that has been uncovered linking back to these individuals to close the cycle out. Why am I getting a cycle could be closed? A cycle could be closing because look at that justice reverse again because of an injustice, corruption. That's why. Yeah, of a lot of manipulation showing itself again. Why am I getting that something could be wrapping up, a cycle could be closing when it comes to the manipulation? Look at that. Three of Pentacle reverse, Three of Cups, Look, now you see how the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position, huh? It used to come out like this, but now it's in the upright position. That means that something's going to be fixed. The inner card reverse because of something not wanting to change, Scorpio energy. Look, Justice reverse again. These individuals are not going to stop, bro. Eight of Cups, the Star reverse, Three of Swords reverse, Two of Swords. Because this has been illuminated about what these individuals are involved in, bro. And this ain't never going to end until they intervene and get rid of this fucking problem, man. Fuck. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Fucking karmic ass fucking people. Page of Pentacles. There's proof to prove something here. King of Swords reverse. The Ace of Wands reverse. The Queen of Cups reverse. The Page of Cups and the Two of Wands reverse. Because it's been seen that all these individuals keep on doing is acting like they don't know what's going on. All these motherfuckers that's in this energy, they don't know. They act like they don't know what's going on. But yet, this is being done relentlessly in order to keep a cycle on going that's not going to ever end until they intervene. This has been proven. This has been proven. It's going to continue with an injustice. It's going to continue to cause delays and not end out the proper way. That's why. They see that there's nothing but confusion just to keep someone stuck or just to keep a situation stagnated. And what is being done with this star reverse energy, bro, is very disgusting and sickening at how they're keeping the cycle on going. That's why. And this is illuminated. This has all been illuminated to them about an injustice, corruption. And it looked like to me they're going to have to balance out a whole public setting because it's been illuminated to them that these individuals are not ever going to change. They're not. They have to do something, bro. They're not going to change. It's going to continuously be done that way. Major corruption. This was exposed to them. So this is why a cycle could be closing because all of this has been illuminated about what these individuals are doing in reverse. But this ain't going to end until they actually intervene. It's been proven to them. It's been proven to them because this has been done over and 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 over. And I don't want to stop. And it's going to continue until they intervene. Why am I getting that they're going to have to intervene in order to stop this cycle? Because there's proof to prove something. Something don't want to end all Scorpio energy. Why am I getting that they're going to have to intervene in order for a cycle to stop? Five of Swords, because there's a lot of intimidation, bullying, harassment, trying to get the upper hand. Yeah, look at that. Magician reverse, manipulation, illusions. They keep on hurting these individuals. They keep on hurting children. That's why. Six of Cups reverse. They keep on manipulating things over and over and over and over and over. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacle reverse, Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy, the Ace of Pentacle reverse, Two of Cups. Look at that. All these individuals keep on doing, bro, is abusing a position of authority and trying to hold somebody back relentlessly and stealing their money. Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands. That's why. Y'all, I'm back. Y'all, I'm back. Because these individuals are very, very, very destructive with the situation. And this is very sickening what these individuals keep on doing. These individuals ain't nothing but criminals that manipulate shit and steal and do all that. Has been getting away with this for a while. That's why. They already know that these individuals are not going to be able to balance anything out or to transform anything. The divine is calling them to come forward to intervene. And this is what they're seeing. That somebody's relentlessly being threatened by extortions that keeps on doing this shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It keeps running setups. It keeps on doing shady shit with manipulation and ritualistic abuse. Give me a closing message. Closing message. High priest is reverse. Look, look, they're not gonna be able to control nothing. There's something coming in to remove this controlling energy. Queen of Wands reverse. They're not gonna be able to control anything. Yeah, Six of Swords. Temperance reverse. Page of Pentacles again. Two of Wands. So there's proof to prove some type of plan. They clearly see through what these individuals are doing. Bro, this is extremely corrupt. Hierophant reverse. Seven of Cups. Look at that. Justice reverse. King of Swords. Ten of Wands. There it is again. Bro, these, man. Like I said, somebody's going to have to come in, bro, and stop it. Four of Cups reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. These individuals are being seen as two cult leaders could be being seen. There's two cult leaders that's on an investigation that's running a cult. There's a male cult leader and there's a female cult leader. This is a witch and this is a warlock. And there's other people that are in here that are witches and warlocks. 1111, as I'm saying that, this could be proven too at the Page of Pentacles. There's proof. This is a satanic cult, but it has to be dismantled. They're running the system, bro. They're running the fucking system. They're not supposed to be in there. They're not supposed to be in there. A King of Swords is aware of that. He's been paying attention. This King of Swords got plenty enough information to move something forward with the Six of Swords. Some people could be moving with the Six of Swords. They could be relocating. Bro, look at all of this energy in reverse, bro. Yes, these individuals that are in here are manipulators. And there's something that has been exposed with a witch and there's a warlock. That's a dark high priest and you have a dark high priestess. This is a witch and then you have a warlock. That's the man. This is the feminine. And look how the crosses are in reverse. This is who you have running this shit. Yes, this is law officials that has been exposed to be those people. Something's not going to be able to control anything with the devil reverse. It's not going to be able to control nothing. This is coming out again. This has been seen for what it is, bro. I'm telling you. A King of Swords knows he has to do something immediately. He knows that this has to be dismantled with the devil reverse. They cannot be running this institution, bro, with being these people. This has been discovered to be done in this inside this institution with the magician reverse. You can't have people like that running this institution, bro. Two cult leaders, no. No, 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 no. They're coming out of there. They're coming out of there. They're coming out of there. Two cult leaders have got exposed. This is major. I'm talking about major corruption right here with both of these cards in reverse. Major, major corruption. Major. On the extreme level. And somebody got the proof to prove that, and the King of Swords is right here to seeing straight through it. What's going on? He's not bullshit about what he sees, bro. This official right here that sees what it is, too. He sees these individuals for what they are. There's several of them that see these individuals for what they are. They're coming out of there. They ain't controlling up with the devil reverse. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm getting a stern energy from this King of Swords. Nah, they're gonna cut this shit out, bro. With that sword right there, they're gonna cut this shit out. You ain't controlling shit. No, the fuck you think you are, bro? But you ain't running. You ain't the real law to start with. Two cult leaders that are running these institutions or running the institution. Nah, they coming out of there. So this right here is a positive card with the two of swords reversed. They're being seen for what they are to try to control something. And I'm getting that two people are being seen as two cult leaders. Why am I getting the energy that two individuals are being seen as two cult leaders running the justice system? Damn! Y'all seen how that card flew out? Bro, this is 77 cards. This is 78th card right here. Cool. And I just asked a specific question. Why am I getting that they're being seen as two cult leaders? Look, this is seeing energy. Because it is. Triple confirmation. Six of swords. Bro, that's crazy as hell how the cards operate like that. This could be catchy to these individuals too. Like, damn. Them cards really be telling the truth, huh? You don't even have to speak it, bro. All you got to do is just look at the imagery of the cards. It's going to show you what's going on. If you know how to read them, if you know what they mean, or you just look at the imagery of them, it'll tell you. They'll give you a sign of what it means. So why am I getting that two cult leaders have been seen and exposed? Look, there's one verification. High priest is reversed, so there's definitely a witch that's got exposed. Look at that. It's coming up again. Damn, brother, Divine's all over this through my cards. The Divine ain't letting up, bro. These cards are channeling energy. That's how they're able to pick this up. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Not doing their job the right way, and they're on the judgment for that. This is on evaluation. Look, oh, God, call. Y'all seen how many times this card show itself? Damn. Right, y'all seen how many times this card showed itself? Look, the Seven of Wands reverse. There's a lot of repetitive cards that keep coming up to show themselves too. As I say, there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. It's like somebody is on to that. Somebody is on to it, bro. Look, they ain't getting out, they ain't getting away from this judgment. There's a judgment somewhere that's being passed down the situation. They're caught, bro. It's like everything's pointing to them, like, nope, that's who they are. That's who they are. That's who they are. Because they keep on trying to manipulate something to try to force something against somebody's free will. Look, this is all exposed. The Sun card, this been coming out a lot too. It's exposed. Three of Wands reverse, Queen of Cups reverse. Look, Ten of Swords. There's repeating cards here. The Fool, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Patient Man. There's possibly a judge that has been enlightened to this too. A judge has been enlightened to that. And they're on the judgment for doing this to somebody with the Ten of Swords. They're on the judgment for that. There's two cult leaders right now that's on the judgment. Definitely a witch with the High Priestess reverse. Manipulating things. Hurting somebody relentlessly targeting them. All right, so this situation is under judgment and under evaluation that this is exactly who these individuals are. They're being seen as those people to be hurting a lot of people or hurting someone. And they're being seen to be hurting them with rituals too, with the high priest's reverse. They're being seen to be relentlessly attacking them with magic. There's also some authority figures that have figured out that they've been attacked by magic too, by these individuals. They felt the symptoms of it and they seen what it was that was doing that to them. They've also been hurt by that too. This is forbidden rituals, bro. This is forbidden magic that has been done, and these are some of these individuals felt the symptoms of that, and they know exactly who's behind doing that shit too. They gotta be pulled out of there. They're gonna get stopped, bro. And this is on a judgment for a sacrifice too. With the patient man, they're on a judgment for a sacrifice. Apparently, they ain't getting all this judgment, bro. There's a judge maybe holding them accountable. The judge is like, oh no, 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 no. This is what it is. This is what it is. They ain't getting out of this one. No, they not. No, they not. And this is exposure innocence too with the fool card. This exposure innocence, this expose that you have been victimized by these individuals manipulating shit. And there's a lot of witchcraft that has been illuminated because some of these individuals have felt the physical symptoms of being attacked, of a spiritual attack. It's been all illuminated about voodoo dolls being used, occult objects being used. I'm also getting something very significant about something about skulls, animal skulls, or skulls and a pentagram. hmm Look at it right there. And what you think is in that cup is not soda, it's not alcohol. It's not what you think it is that's in that cup, bro. These individuals digest that shit. That's not soda, that's not water, that's not alcohol that's in that cup right there. Yep, you're exposed. To a sword reverse, you're exposed. Fucking weak ass people. Yeah, you're exposed. Because you've been hurting a lot of people with doing this to them. And some of these individuals have felt the physical symptoms of it. Yeah, you're caught. Fucking weak ass whack shit, man. And you caught for a sacrifice too. How you like that? Piece of shit. The emperor reverse this abuse of power. Be a father figure somewheres with the emperor reverse. What else is going on? Clarify that. 7 of Cups. Being seen to be creating illusions. All right, so they definitely have been enlightened to there's 2 cult leaders here that's been seen to be manipulating the situation. And there could be something coming out about graveyards, something to do with the graveyard. See how they got graves right there? That would be graveyard rituals. What's the cards of advice for this person that has been going through that? I'm getting there several of people that has felt symptoms of that 10 of Swords, a forbidden practice being done. Yeah, they have the radio in and on in the background. They'll probably hear the radio in the background. So what's the cards of advice for this person? There's a train coming by. All right, so the cards of advice for you is a seven of swords. Look, seven of wands. You're protected. Yeah, you ain't got shit to worry about. Tower reverse. Look, this once again the sun again. Knight of wands. Look, justice. This is all about give me the vibes of jumping for joy. You gonna have the last laugh. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the Wheel of Fortune. You know what I'm saying? Look, King of Swords reverse. Try not to get in your head. That's cards of advice. Try not to get in your head. Don't let any of this get in your head. You about to be jumping for joy. Look, the lovers reverse. Ace of Pentacle reverse. Look at that. The moon. There's a lot of dark energy being exposed. Look, the High Priestess reverse, and then the Strength card. Cards of advice is you ain't got to do nothing. You're already protected. Seven of Wands. You're protected. You ain't got shit to worry about. The Tower reverse. Don't worry about nothing. All you got to do is laugh at these goof ass people with the Five of Swords. What's it? Look, the train's coming by. Look, the train's trying to give you a confirmation. That's how you're gonna be jumping with joy. Hey, bro, look. Trust your intuition that these individuals are not hide, bro. They're all out in the opening with the High Priestess reverse, and your character and what you have been standing up and defending yourself against is all out in the opening too. Ain't nobody want to screw with you. With the Five of Swords, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And if there's something that could be going in your favor too, because you've been doing the right thing. The love spells have broke. Instead of it's a bit getting caught for putting love spells away. Are they even committing a spell to do the spell right? Because what the fuck is a love spell? That's like this individual thinks that they doing something, but yeah, they could be spelling it out. A love spell. They could be spelling the word love out, and they don't even know how to do that. I'm gonna tell you how they spelling it. They're spelling it backwards. That's what they're doing. They're putting EVOL. You know what that means? Evil. Don't that sound identical to evil? That's what this individual has been doing the whole time. Make that make sense. Yeah, they doing a love spell all right. They sitting there writing down the love word spelled backwards, which sounds identical to evil. Therefore, don't have any power to manifest upon you because it's not the right person for you. Okay, so they could be getting exposed for love spells. Something to do with love spells. They could be getting exposed for love spells. This is a love spell. Yeah, you being released from a lot of karmic energies here, bro. You already protected with the Seven of Wands. You may got people over here that's protecting you too. Look, you all smarter than them. You already did the job. Like if these individuals are trying to put you in your head, that right there is going to be quickly released because everything has got exposed. The sun, look, there's a lot of exposure. You ain't got nothing to worry about with a tile reverse. Don't worry about nothing. Laugh. You gonna have the last laugh with the Five of Swords. You gonna have the last laugh because all these individuals got defeated, bro. Messing with you like that, you already protected. And you got people protecting you too with the Seven of Wands, apparently. Look. Look, they doing a walk of shame, bro. Look at that. They doing a walk of shame. It's time to troll these negative energies with your happiness, with the smirk on that face. You see that? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have the last laugh. I promise you that. It's in my cards here. I'm telling you, look, that's your justice. You gonna have the last laugh. You won this battle. These cowards ain't got shit on you. This all got them exposed. Look at that. And if somebody is trying to put you in your head, that right there is going to be cleared. This is not really a king of swords. This is someone trying to mess with your psyche. They're trying to put you in your head. This is not a character. This is the mental side of trying to mess with your mind. And there's a king of swords that ain't too happy about him discovering the fact of what was done to him. Possibly a love spell got discovered that was put on him as something trying to mess with his head with a lot of darkness. That's got exposed to it. He's pissed off about it. And that right there is, oh, this person here, brother, screwed the hell up. Whoever this witch is screwed up. This card keeps coming out repetitively. I don't know about the Hierophant reverse, but this card is showing itself a lot. Along with the moon card. Hmm. It's like these individuals are trying to manifest a whole damn, I don't know what you call it here, bro. They ain't gonna have not a one other opportunity in order to fucking sit there. I'm also getting something's coming out about some cursed bribery or something. Like if somebody try to give somebody something as a gift to ignore a problem, they found out that this was cursed. And that right there shouldn't have never been taken with the Ace of Pentacle reverse. But I'm getting that ever since then, it's like they're rejecting things. If they're trying to gift them with something, they're rejecting it because they're discovering the facts of how this can affect them. People are very cautious about taking gifts from people, is what it looks like. And they're rejecting it. And that right there is going to better to speed something up even faster with the Wheel of Fortune. Look like the witch ain't getting her bullshit wish fulfillment. And from the looks of it with the tile reverse, you're going to be jumping for joy. They possibly got exposed to a judge, bro. Let's give me the vibes of a judge sitting there giving a ruling. They got exposed in front of a judge. What it looks like, a judge be sitting back watching. What it looks like, they been sitting back watching. That's what this give me the vibes of. There's a judge somewhere sitting back watching, bro. Like could have been observing something. And everything has unfolded right there in front of the judge's face. Apparently, everything came out, bro. There's nothing hidden. And there's a King of Swords right here that's possibly an authority figure that's found out that something about a love spell was put on him. And there's something about something that was attacking his psyche with the moon reverse. That's surfaced too, and it's pissing him off. There's a lot of people that don't like, brother. Oh, they don't like this individual. They don't like this individual. They don't like this witch. They cannot stand this individual. They always knew something was what was off about this person too. Something wicked about them. Sounded to me a judge sat back and got clarity, all the clarity they needed with the sun cards. Like, damn. They didn't even have to do that. They just sit back and watch something unfold, bro. It's like, wow. That could be a spiritual judge. And there's an authority figure that's not too happy about something coming out about a love spell. He was put on a love spell with the lovers and the moon reversed. This authority figure ain't taking that too lightly, bro. This pissing him off, apparently. And he's using that to his advantage as to say, oh, yeah, they're going to find out, bro. They ain't going to be doing that wicked shit no more. This King of Swords could have been discovering the fact that he kept on getting like repetitive thoughts to this individual and it wouldn't leave his psyche alone. It's a fucking love spell. But this is exposing this ugly person that done that. This is exposing this ugly person. Uh-huh. And this negative energy will be leaving this King of Swords reversed too. Because I'm getting at this may be a character, but this is the cards of advice that's coming through as I say, don't let this individual sit there and affect you on a psychological level. There's a lot of negative energy leaving. Definitely a lot of negative energy leaving. Just let things unfold at how they're supposed to unfold because there's all illumination, exposure. The sun is the brightest thing out there. There's nothing in the dark, bro. With the moon reverse, nothing in the dark. Nothing in the dark. Absolutely not. All you got to do is have a good time in this situation. What it looks like with the Five of Swords. Have a good time and laugh at these individuals with the Five of Swords. You're gonna have the last laugh. Watch. I'm telling you. Clarify this reading for the cards of advice. Clarify this reading. Oh, that's the truth. Look, keep speaking your truth. But I'm getting at if some of you have been speaking the truth and speaking out, you've been heard. And there's a breakthrough with individuals' clarity too. People have had a breakthrough with clarity. You told the truth. You have been seen to be telling the truth, and there's no other way to see it, bro. It's all exposed with the sun card. There's nothing in the dark. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Look, Knight of Cups, another genuine energy. So you are being seen for your genuine character if you have spoken out about something like that. Yep. Keep on letting your intuition guide you because you're also helping other people. Seven of Swords. And don't be surprised if these individuals avoid you now with the Seven of Swords because you all smart them, bro. You all smart them. You're too smart for these individuals with the Seven of Swords. You're too smart. You way too quick for these individuals with the Seven of Swords. You're somebody people are thinking twice about crossing now, bro. With the Seven of Swords, they're not even let that, bro. They're not even letting that cross their mind with the Seven of Swords energy. Damn. You ain't got to worry about none of these individuals trying to cross you again. They got all outsmarted with the Seven of Swords. You got an air sign behind the scenes for some of y'all. You may be an air sign or a water sign. There's somebody behind the scenes that likes that gets a thrill out of that may like you. With the Knight of Cups, it's like they like you, like being able to outsmart these individuals, but yet sit there and fucking like they think that they're getting somewhere with something. But yeah, they like you, and they're trying to keep that to themselves. So you got somebody out there that likes that. Uh huh. Why am I getting that energy? Page of Pentacle reverse. Because this caught these individuals up with a lot of lies. It could be off a fake page of the Page of Pinnacle Diverse. They knew all along that something was a lie too. It's like they're enthused at how you was able to outsmart something and call something out accurately with the Ace of Swords. Look at that, the Empress Reverse. This could have kind of made them feel insecure in a way because of this person that they have been around a few times. So this could have been a so-called trusted friend of theirs that could have been trying to tell them that it's okay to do spell work. That ain't gonna get them nowhere. Okay, so that right there is all about this individual at a standstill. Like, whoa, should they continue with that or not? Okay, so someone is willing to listen. Queen of Pentacles. So someone is willing to listen that this is not the right thing to do, and you may end up hearing from this individual. But something first got to get cleared up, though. This has got to end to where something could be cleared up to where, because these individuals are trying to control people talking to you. There's still a lot of controlling energy behind the scenes. They still have it set to where like there's an illusion to where nobody will ever talk to you. The Eight of Pentacles reverse, Six of Cups. You may end up hearing from somebody from your past that may come in with an apology. That may tell you that they're genuinely sorry for a lot of bad investments. Ten of Wands reverse, because there's a problem being removed out of your energy. What the fuck these individuals think they are, bro? So they think they God. They could just try to control everybody and try to shut everybody up to prevent them from talking to the innocent person. Fucking delusional, dude. Yeah, that is a cult. That is a cult leader trying to brainwash individuals and oppress them. Yeah, exposed, exposed, exposed. Trying to abuse people, trying to brainwash people. You think that you control the whole fucking universe, don't you? You think that you could control the heavenly kingdom, don't you? Give me one last final closing message. Queen of Wands reverse. Look, it's turning up again. Look, they ain't gonna be able to control nothing. This is, bro, that's the first goal. Another indication of a repeating card, but yet it's coming up in the same position and in the same reverse position. Damn. The divine ain't playing, bro. It's coming through my cards too. The divine ain't playing. This individual ain't controlling nothing. Page of Swords reverse. They're not about to control your life and who you talk to by slander. Like keep on slandering you and trying to get people to avoid you and be suspicious of you. Some reverse Capricorn Leo energy. Four of Cups. Ten of Swords reverse, they're not going to be able to betray you. The Eight of Cups reverse, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. They're going to get their karma, bro. Watch. Five of Swords reverse. This could lead to their arrest, too. Temperance card. Look at that. The light wins, bro. The light wins. Temperance upright, devil reverse. The light wins. They're done. They're done. They got trouble coming their way. This could be on a divine level. Look at that. Eight of Swords reverse. They're not going to be able to hold people up and restrict people anymore to try to isolate people from talking to you and communicating with you with all these bad investments. I'm going to tell you why none of this worked on you because of this right here. You being heavily protected because you may be a earth healer, a earth angel. You could be a spiritual healer. The light wins. The light wins. They're not controlling this person, bro. No, they're not. They're not controlling this person right here. I ain't putting you in jail either, Eight of Swords reverse. They ain't binding nothing to you. Fuck out of here. And they ain't about to be holding up other people from wanting to talk to you either. They run shit. They don't run a damn thing. They don't run nothing. Yep. This individual has been detached from your energy and will be detached physically from you by being stopped for their karma. Because there's a lot of crimes uncovered with this individual, what they have been doing to you, and what they have been keeping in the dark about themselves, about the lie that they've been living. One last confirmation. Oh, again! Oh, oh. Y'all seen how that card floor? Damn, bro. My card, damn, the divine ain't playing, bro. Damn. Damn, the divine ain't playing. All right, so maybe people could, maybe my tower cards are trying to show non-believers or the people that was once skeptical as I say, hey, bro, how is that happening, bro? You see me shuffling the cards, right? That's why I wanted to get me a tripod so y'all can see, bro. I'm not playing around. When these cards come up in a certain combination and they keep repeating themselves, that right there is a clear sign from the divine. That's the divine's energy coming through the cards. It may not be angels coming through the cards, but there's a lot of divine energy, bro, because there's something beyond why these cards keep on doing that. Once again, in reverse, not controlling nothing. And it come up in reverse earlier, didn't it? Yep. It's an end to these demonic twisted souls, bro. They ain't controlling nothing. Devil reverse again. Look, Eight of Swords reverse. Clarify the devil reverse for the last confirmation. Wow, y'all seen that? Boy, that card flew out. Look, they ain't about to control you with an injustice. Look, that's what you set free from, an injustice. Y'all seen how that card flew out with force? It's like the divine's forcing this off you like that. And say, nah, you ain't, nope. Bro, y'all seen that? How the justice reverse flew out like that? That's the divine's way of forcing this off of you. Especially if you're an earth angel. Clarify the devil reverse. Bro, if that card comes flying out again, Nine of Pentacles. So this right here is the last confirmation. You set free from that financial freedom too, and you will be able to move to a brighter future ahead of you without this continuously trying to drag you down and hold you back with nothing but cruelty, abuse, and manipulation. Get the hell on out of here. Yeah, exactly. Five of Pentacles. Done. Done. Ooh, the lovers. Oh, that's something these individuals don't like, brother. Guess it don't matter what they don't like. You gotta love. Some of you out there can meet a person that you may have an intense connection with. This is setting you free in a whole lot of ways, bro, because something ain't gonna continue. No, it ain't just showing through my cards. You're gonna be set free and have a good old time. Knight of Wands. That's something you could have manifested with the Magician card. Damn. You seen how that card You seen how that card danced in a circle like that? Like, wow, wow, wow. This is something you could have manifested. You seen how that card danced like this, like that? They really mad now. Three o'clock. Look, they mad now. Three of cups reverse. Party is over, bro. Party is over. Three of Pentacles. Party is over. Uh huh. They got the information. They got the word that the party is over. The party is over. This ain't gonna continue. The party is over. Partying on your downfall, relentlessly putting you in a guarded energy. The party is over. This ain't something to party with. They got the word, bro. It is over. Oh, the Hierophant, the Hierophant. Cool, the Hierophant. Look. Somebody's fixing something. What it looks like, somebody's fixing something. Yep. Something's being fixed. Something is being fixed. Yes, it is. Damn, these cards are all out of control. Something's being fixed. What is that? Yeah, the three of, okay, something could be fixed with somebody that was trying to cause you harm or trying to lie on you, but that right there's a situation that was causing you pain that's going to be fixed. That's being fixed. No more psychological harassment. That's another thing being fixed. Something that could have put you in your head. Look, you being set free to a whole nother beginning, a whole new beginning. Freedom. Something that these individuals hate, and there's something going on with a public sentence going to be free too. Freedom. That's what they hate, but guess what? That's what you're deserving of. Free from this right here. Ten of Swords. The Emperor could be fixing something. Five of Cup Traverse. Seven of Cup Traverse. They're still trying to control something, but they can't. They ain't control nothing. Look at that. Look, the Chariot reverse. They ain't control nothing. They're being stopped in their tracks, but they can't control this situation. It's been seen. These individuals have been trying to control your love life, your financial situation, and a legal situation all at the same time while trying to get you in trouble. Fucking delusional. Fuck you gonna see, bro. Yeah, Empress reverse. Somebody in a powerful position gonna fix that issue quick. Watch. Hierophant. These individuals will be forced out of your energy. They will be forced to stop fucking with you. Good. Clarify that. Clarify that. Yeah, they're gonna be look, they're gonna be told that they can't be doing this anymore, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. They're gonna get their karma. Oh, they're gonna get their karma. Damn! Right after the Wheel of Fortune reverse the tower? Damn. So let's go ahead and do a full 78 card reading. This is gonna be interesting. A full 78 card reading on these individuals. Karma for the enemies. Karma for these demons. Reading. It's gonna be a whole 78 card reading, y'all. I'm gonna read all these 78 cards right here. Watch. So let's go ahead and do a karma reading for these low vibrational energies. Karma reading. Karmic justice is being served. Something that they're not gonna be able to escape or manipulate any something that they're not gonna be able to escape or manipulate their way out of it. Even with magic or doing any other things to manipulate their way out of it. So this gonna be a karmic or karma reading for these individuals. 7 8 card reading. Here we go. Stay calm. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. They could be losing some of their friends. There's a friend of theirs that could be standing up and getting in their face with a Queen of Swords. That may be an air sign that could be speaking their mind. One of these individuals are going to be losing. There's something about their empire falling. Their empire will be falling. Two of Wands reverse. Why is that? Because of a plan, something premeditated with a Two of Wands reverse. Five of Swords. There's something that they're going to hate very, very, very on an intense level, bro. They're going to hate this. Ace of Pentacles. The World reverse. I ain't reading that energy. Somebody just wants to try to siphon energy. Anyways, y'all take it easy out there. Much love to y'all. If y'all want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. Keep in mind that you will be detached from the situation that was relentlessly trying to control you and trying to keep you held back. But anyways, till next time, peace.